can make it bounce by myself. I 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 can make it bounce by myself.
Hello, everyone. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is the NFL on EA Sports. Neither team today has any desire to drop back to the 500 mark on the season, so we should be in for a good one. It's the Texans going up against the Raiders. With kickoff straight ahead, let's check in with the two men who will be calling tonight's game. So we say hello to Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Larry, for only the second time ever in the regular season and first since 2005, the NFL has come south of the border to amazing Mexico City. Tonight, it's another installment of the International Series, and we've got a good one on tap between the Houston Texans and the Oakland Raiders. They'll come up now in the Wildcat package.
Here we go!
On the ground, this is Lamar Miller. And he is going to lose yardage here. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
This guy carrying the ball, your eyes are going to direct your feet, and you're hoping they carry you to the open spaces. But it's awfully difficult at times because you have so many things you have to look out for. Where's the line blocking? Where's the traffic coming from? Tough to find open spots.
Now this time he'll look to throw. The catch made by DeAndre Hopkins. Now a loose football. The ball comes out, and they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line. And without a doubt, not the way they pictured that opening drive unfolding.
No, they were making progress. They weren't exactly in high gear, but they were making a few yards along the way. And now that they've coughed it up, you got to go back to the sidelines and regroup a little bit.
Really nice starting field position here for the offensive unit. They come up in an offset eye. So after the fumble recovery, it's Carr. And Cook has it, left side. They get 31 yards that time. And the Raiders are going to have a first and goal. Good use of the pass there to pick up the first down against a defensive look that they had specifically prepared for, they told us, coming into this one.
Certainly seems like they're holding all the right cards now, doesn't it? Because of their preparation. Went back, watched the tape, studied the tendencies, and they feel like they had them down cold, and they were able to use the pass against them.
They'll run for it with Peterson. And he's in. Touchdown, Raiders. Adrian Peterson, his 14th touchdown now on the year. And the Raiders have taken the early lead. And that makes it 7-zip Oakland. On is the Raider kickoff unit now as they will send this one away. This is taken at the 3. And some space here.
All praises for a tremendous return, but how about the guys that never gave up on the play, refused to let him get into the end zone, and tracked him down before he got there and made the tackle? A lot of pride exhibited by guys on special teams.
try and run for it with Miller. And the D not yielding much there. He's only going to get a yard to about the 2.
Well, he did get a taste the previous week. He got into the end zone trying his best to get there in this game. So far, he's been denied.
Looks like the defense in press coverage here. Second and goal from the 2-yard line. And he's in for the score. Touchdown, Texans. A great effort there. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Texans are an extra point away from tying this football game. It's good, and we're all tied at 7 apiece. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. And now Oakland ready to take the field. And they will simply, Charles, be looking to duplicate what they did last drive when they were able to push it in for 6.
And they hope it'll be that easy, right? To be able to take exactly what happened before, replicate it. They may have to make a few additional changes along the way because I'm sure the defense will make some adjustments, but they've got to have great confidence having scored the last time out.
They start the drive with Peterson. And he is going to lose yardage here. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Well, on that play, the expression, don't blink, you might miss something, certainly applied. That was fast. Defense diagnosed the play, and it was over in a heartbeat.
On 2nd down, Peterson takes it to the 26, just a 1-yard gain. Brian Cushing, the linebacker, in on the tackle. And Mr. Cooper, Amari, a headliner in this offensive unit.
Brandon, it's rare that you get guys so polished coming out of college, but Amari Cooper has carried himself like a pro probably since he was 6 years old. He is a terrific talent.
Throwing his car on 3rd down. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. And brought down, but not before he was able to break the tackle, and the extra effort moves the sticks.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and get the quarterback a really nice target.
They go play action here on 1st down. Wide open receiver complete. 15 yards through the air on a 1st down.
Almost not fair. The big guy running the corner route, being able to lean and push and get to where he wants.
So how do you stop it?
A lot of times you want to have a linebacker on him, a bigger body guy who can handle him physically. But a lot of times that doesn't work as well because his quickness often wins the route.
1st down, here's a run with Peterson. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
On 2nd down, here's Carr. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he fumbled it. It's on the ground. And the Texans scoop it. And some room to roam now. Through an opening, and there he goes. And they will bring this one back. A fumble return for a Texans touchdown. The pass receiver turned into a runner, then he turned into a fumbler, and it goes the other way for 6.
I love your description. Although for the offense, they're not too happy about it. But for the defense, what a big-time play for them. Never give up on anything. Sometimes you create your own points.
But the receiver, hard to fault him. He's just going for extra yard.
That's exactly what you're supposed to do, but you have to take care of the football.
So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Raiders offense now, they trot back out. Texans are going to stop it as they signal for a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Now on first down. And he will not get away from the pressure here. Carr taken down. The former #1 overall pick, Jadeveon Clowney, in there to make the sack. He buries him for a loss of 10. The defensive line disperses a little bit here, maybe expecting a pass. Now Carr. Now they go screen. It's complete. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for third down.
I wonder what was going through his mind when he got the play call. He just got sacked on the previous play. He knows they're coming after him again. A little bit of guts to stand in there, take the hit, and successfully complete the screen pass. Really well done.
And the Texans have an extra defender in the secondary now on third down. From the gun, it's Carr. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Andre Howe. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line. And now out comes Houston. And they were able to punch it in the end zone last time. They'll be looking to do that again here for the defense. Obviously, they'll be looking to stop them from punching it back in the end zone. It always is punch-counter-punch, isn't it? And which team has the advantage? Well, let's just go back. Last time on offense, they rolled downfield, got into a good rhythm. You can see a little more bounce in and out of the huddle. You can see the sideline really get into the game. So defensively, you're thinking to yourself, how do we take that away from them? How do we get the advantage back? Let's see what they come up with. I think pressure is always the first way to go. You love pressure.
I love it.
We'll see if they dial it up this drive.
Okay, let's just make this one simple. We know that the running game is not their thing, but they can't just throw it on every single down without expecting some real heat from the pass rush.
They'll look to throw. And it's complete to Jacob Tamme. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs.
They gave up the completion there, but this is what zone defenses count on. Catching the ball and not much run after the catch.
First down, he'll drop to throw. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be second down.
Anytime a ball's thrown in the middle of the field, it's popped up in the air, I expect someone to catch. It doesn't matter whether it's offense or defense, because there's usually a great amount of bodies in that part of the field. In this case, no one came up with it.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. They isolate Hopkins on the left side. He'll try again with the arm here on second down. And he comes back with one complete. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, and it's Texans football as we get going in quarter number 2. And they've got it here with a first down. To throw again. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And incomplete. He dropped it in the end zone. Will Fuller was the intended target. And it's second down.
And when all else fails as a defender, when you're not there in the coverage, your best friend is exactly what we saw there. A big play shot taken by the offense. Unfortunately, it ended in a big drop.
Second down now after the incompletion. They'll look to throw again. He's going to take another shot here. And that one was nearly picked. Not sure he was accounting for the free safety. That brings up third down.
Well, he did almost everything right. Excellent coverage, breaks on the football, just unable to haul it in and take it the other way. So he dropped an interception. The key for him now, don't dwell on it. Just move on to the next play.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. He's going to go up top again. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up fourth down.
I'm not quite sure how he wasn't able to hold on to that one in the end zone. A great opportunity lost, but a lot of relief for the defensive guys. When they get into film next week, they're going to want to know what happened. Where was the breakdown that almost allowed a touchdown?
And good hustle here as this is going to be blown dead right at the 9-yard line. Now the Raiders offense, they get set to head back on the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
They run again with Peterson. Able to get away.
That's why you keep the legs churning.
Smart approach there, using the run to pick up the first. And that was a defensive setup they prepared for this week, knowing that keeping it on the ground was the best way to attack it.
And that means also that they're able to read them pretty well. All the things they prepared for, when they get to the line of scrimmage, they see it in pre-snap recognition and know exactly how to attack based on their planning and preparation.
And that's caught. Did he stay in bounds, though? He did not. Ruled incomplete.
I think he might have been a little bit too focused on turning upfield. He didn't stay in bounds. He caught the ball, but he wanted to catch it and run, get that rack yardage so badly, he forgot to stay in bounds first.
Peterson alone in the backfield. And he'll get it up the middle. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10. Then he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
Throwing his car on 3rd down. Connects it to Roberts, right side. They'll get 10 there, but it leaves them just short for 4th down.
A short game that doesn't get them the first down brings up a 4th down situation.
Really nice job defensively. They knew where the sticks were. They got the stop before it. So on 4th down, here's Marquette King to punt it away. Oh, boy, he fielded it right on the goal line. A very good return there. Give him an even 20 yards. And out will come the offense as they take over. And now out comes Houston. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
They'll come out in the pistol. They'll start out on the ground. It's Lamar Miller. And some room to work. Cutback, left sideline. And he's taken down, but not before getting this across midfield and just shy of the 40. And that's a guy, Lamar Miller, from Miami, went to the University of Miami, was playing for the Dolphins, but now moved to the Lone Star State.
Yeah, how about that? And sometimes that change of scenery, it may look like it's going to affect him adversely. He's away from his home for the first time ever. But sometimes you get out on your own somewhere else, that can increase your performance. You only focus on your football.
A good pickup there, 26 yards.
Well, coaches always talk about finding balance on offense. I don't think you can get much more balance than this. Big-time run, big-time pass.
A 1-2 combination. Looked pretty good.
How about that? Let's see if they can continue to take that kind of a punch, though.
Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. And this is incomplete. He was looking to get it to his running back, Lamar Miller. And now it's second down.
I remember growing up playing basketball. My coaches always talked about communicating on defense, making sure you talk on defense, know where your screens are, know where the cuts are coming from, who has who. Well, guess what? It's the same thing in football. Even though there's more noise out there, you can hear all the screams of screen, screen. It's defense, the bench, everyone let them know what the play was, and that's why they were able to react and knock the ball away.
And he'll just chuck this one up into row G. It's incomplete. They got pressure there and only rushing 3.
And there's a defensive coordinator right now who is celebrating not just getting home with 3 there, but realizing if that's the type of pressure he can get in the entire game, then his pass defense is going to be excellent. You're dropping 8. Where are you going to go with the football?
The Pro Bowler DeAndre Hopkins, the intended receiver. And that brings up 4th down.
I know ultimately that feels like a good defensive play, but I know it's really not. They had a chance to keep points off the board. Now they have a chance to kick a field goal by missing that shot.
Yeah, especially at this spot in the field. He's got to be upset he couldn't come up with that INT. So the drive stalls out, but they are able to put 3 points on the board.
Yeah, just a yard or 2 shorter than an extra point, so no problems converting there.
This one taken from the 7. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. And now Oakland ready to take the field. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
Give them a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. Carr, and Cook has it, left side. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. A good pickup there of 20 yards.
I know exactly what's going to be said about that play from the defensive perspective.
What's that?
That's why I tell all you guys we need more than one tackler to the ball. He broke the first tackle. Luckily enough, there were more people there to get him down.
Now it's AP, Adrian Peterson. Oh, he pulls over it. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
All right, here we go. Red 18.
On 2nd down, here's Carr. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down. Brief break in the action here. We'll come back here right after this. And I see an extra defensive back on the field. Little surprise here on 3rd and 1. Now Peterson. And he is going to lose yardage here. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
When you put together a formula for winning defense, it's exactly what we're seeing in this game. Controlling the line of scrimmage, attacking, and changing everything so that now they're playing in the offense's backfield. They're playing an excellent game.
And that'll be off the crossbar and out. It's short. He couldn't get it there. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is. All things considered, a pretty good kick. Just cruel punishment there to be denied by the crossbar.
If you're going to hit from that distance, sometimes you're going to need a little luck. And unfortunately for him, this time the break goes against him.
Miller, the lone setback. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. He's going to let this one go deep. Oh, incomplete. The rookie had it and lost it there. And it'll be second down.
Tremendous coverage there. Just did not catch the football and complete the interception. But what do they say all the time? If he had really good hands, he'd be playing offense.
And on 2nd and 10 now. And again here, we'll see the Wildcat. On 2nd down, here's Miller. And a nice carry there of 15 yards.
Whenever we meet with coaches and they always talk about wanting to establish running the football, it's oftentimes with a good tight end who can control the line of scrimmage and the point of attack, and they're becoming harder to find because the colleges are giving us a whole lot of receiving tight ends, former wide receivers who can run, not necessarily block very well. In this case, though, we saw 2 tight ends on the field, both of them with the ability to block, and he ran the ball successfully behind that power set.
He'll look to throw. He's going to loft one deep over the middle. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. So very close to a turnover there in the end zone.
And that's why defenders are often frustrated offensive guys. Actually made the catch, looked good doing it, but couldn't get his feet down in order to finish off the takeaway.
They had to go to the monitor, get an extra look. That's what the technology is for. And this touchdown will count. On play action, they'll throw. Surveying the field. He's going to let it go again. And he fires one that's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The Raiders offense now, they trot back out. And the last go-around for them, they tried that really, really long field goal, couldn't connect.
And in retrospect, I think a lot of people would say, well, why would you try one that long? You hurt yourself in field position. The ball comes out, there. That only helps the other team. But I look at it as maybe it's a double shot of confidence. Confident the kicker could make it. And even if he missed, confident in their defense that they could hold him. That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held him to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
Jared Cook, the tight end, was the target. And now it's 3rd down.
Oh, man, for him to be that wide open and drop it. Sometimes you have just too much time on your hands, right? You end up thinking way too much, and your hands get shaky.
And yes, he's a tight end, but that's a catch he should have made. A nickel back added defensively as they look to stop this 3rd and 8. Carr now to throw. And he finds Cook. And they're going to have this one up near the 30-yard line. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
And he's the epitome of what we call the move tight end. A guy that you can line up anywhere. In the slot, out wide, in tight. Doesn't really matter because he has such great skills. You want to utilize him in all aspects of your passing offense.
And there he was in the slot for the catch. So after that big gain, let's see what else the offense has up its sleeve. On 1st and 10, here's Carr. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. And now the Texans want to call another timeout. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. Now Carr throwing on second down. He finds the rookie, Sharon Peete. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. And that right there will set him back a bit on the offensive holding penalty.
And you know who you want to pressure after a penalty like that? The guy who just committed the foul. You want to see if he's going to keep his head down or if he's going to get his head right back into the game. I'd send a blitz at him right away and see if he holds up.
Carr to throw on second down. Letting one go deep for Roberts. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down.
On every offensive coordinator, every play caller sheet, they have about 5 or 6 plays per game that they call shot plays or big plays, and you don't get many opportunities to dial them up, and they just did, and they drop it with a great chance to make a big play. That's going to hurt.
On third and long, it's Carr. And this is going to be incomplete. Amari Cooper, the intended target, and it brings up fourth down. Well, they've had a pretty frustrating first half here offensively, and then just continued there with that incompletion.
Yeah, definitely frustrating for them, but heartening for the other guys. Those stop troops, they're enjoying things right now because they've made it very difficult for them throughout the half.
And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. And you can't do it much better than that. This ball kicks out of bounds at the 4-yard line. And now out comes Houston. And the ball backed way up. So thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
And not great starting field position here for the offense. They come out here in the eye. They'll send a receiver in motion to the left. They begin with a run by Miller. And he'll take this forward. Now the Raiders are going to use another timeout here. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime.
That first down play, all you want to do is wedge out any type of space and try and create enough room that if you have to run the punter out there, he can successfully complete the punt.
Yeah, didn't get a ton there, but at least some positive yardage. And after the play on the ground, that brings up second down here. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Finding time. Going for the deep ball. A fight for the football, and it's intercepted. Picked off by David Anderson. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. And now here come the Raiders. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
Defense really showing respect to the deep ball here, playing off the receivers. Now after the INT, it's Carr. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. So we reach halftime here in a 10-point game. As we check in with Larry Ridley in Orlando, he's standing by with our EA Sports halftime report. Larry? Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. On the return, here's Dree Archer. That's strong running. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Out comes the Raiders offense. They'll go on offense first to start quarter number 3. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never wanted to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there.
But this is going to do that?
I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. Throwing on first down is Carr. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
Whenever I see a drop like that, I have to kind of take a step back and check myself a little bit. So used to seeing those big guys make big-time spectacular plays that when they drop one, I have to remind myself, we ask a lot out of these guys. Block and catch the football, not easily done in today's NFL.
Now a run with Peterson. And he'll be tackled at about the 35. They get 6 here after the incompletion, and it'll leave them with a 3rd and 4.
And once again, leverage wins. The offensive line, lower than the defensive front. They moved them and found some good space for the guy carrying the ball.
So second down was a run play. Now let's see what they do on 3rd. One receiver to the left is Cooper. To throw is Carr. He finds Roberts, complete. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains.
Would it be safe to say that as precise as routes are supposed to be run in the NFL, maybe they're not quite as precise in college ball?
That's accurate, yeah.
And I think we saw a college route in the NFL there. Just find the soft spot, find the dead zone, and find the first down. And that's what he just did. We always like to talk about defense in terms of levels. First level defensive line, second level linebackers, third level defensive backs. On that run, that was what we call a first level run, and it was stopped by a second level player.
Here we go. Red 18. Red 18.
On second down, here's Carr. Finds Roberts left side. Shedding the tackler that gives him some room. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Seth Roberts, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Raiders are back within a score. Good pass, clean catch, and a house call there on the fly route.
And not that much room to operate. So that tells you about his acceleration. We always talk about being able to go from 0 to 60 real fast. It took him less time than that to get the top speed and complete that play.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the inline. Here's the Texans offense now, readying for their first possession of the second half. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
And he'll work his way across the 30 to the 32. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Some runs are blocked so well, you almost forget that someone has to carry the ball to gain the yardage. The leverage by the offensive line to create space up front, really well done.
They'll run it again with Miller. And this carry not as productive. He's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage. And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. They brought in an extra defensive back here, so probably not expecting a run on 3rd and 3.
A good call.
And he's got Fuller. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42.
And Brandon, from our time in college football, where receivers weren't running the traditional NFL route tree, one thing they did learn, find open areas, find soft spots, and set up and catch the ball. And I think we just saw that there.
Yeah, we saw that indeed, picking up the first. They come up in an empty set. 4 wide receivers, 1 tight end. They'll set up a throw. Caught left side, Hopkins. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down. Inside 4 minutes to go, third quarter. It's a 5-receiver set, 3 to the left, 2 to the right. Now they'll throw here, out of the gun. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs.
Coaches always harp on the quarterback reading the defense and getting it to the open man. That's good recognition there. And how about what he did after the catch?
Yeah, hit your tight end, let him get some rack.
Yeah, when he gets moving, not many guys want to come over and put a hit on him, do they?
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. The first time All-Pro in 2015, Khalil Mack in there to get him. And that's sack number 6 for him on the year. 1 receiver left, 3 to the right. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on third down. They isolate Hopkins on the left side. Out of the gun now on third down. And that is incomplete. The intended target that time, Marcus Colston. And it's 4th down.
There are a good number of coaches that any time they call an in-route are really worried about the play because there's so much traffic ordinarily that the ball has to get through to get to the receiver. And on that play, it was batted down.
Here's Shane Leckler now as he'll kick it away for the second time. This will hit just beyond the goal line as it's into the end zone for a touchback. And now Oakland ready to take the field. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
All right, here we go. Red 18.
Here's Peterson as they begin on the ground. And he is going to lose yardage here. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
Brandon, that play ended so fast, it's almost as if the quarterback handed it to the runner, and the tackler was there right away for a loss of yardage.
A little bit of ground to make up for the offense as they face a 2nd and 11. Peterson alone in the backfield. Carr to throw on second down. Under pressure, and the Texans able to get in there for the sack. The 4-time All-Pro, J.J. Watt, in there to get him, and that's sack number 8 for him on the year. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Now Carr. And he finds Cook. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30.
And after that completion, you can understand why so many teams in the league are emphasizing speed on defense at every position. The tight ends have created so many tough matchups now. If you can't run with a tight end as a linebacker, this is going to be the result every time.
Here's Carr. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. Got to give some credit there defensively. They snuffed out that screen early on first down.
Really read it well, didn't they? Because they didn't bring the pressure that they expected. They covered all the passing lanes. So once you see it break down as the passer, I think in this situation, you're throwing it at the feet of your back to make sure no one picks it off, or you throw it away, throw it over the sideline. Don't try and freelance and try and make a bigger play. There's really no one else running a pattern that should be open.
Over the middle, it's Jared Cook. They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains.
There's a good push to the tight end, and I think they were looking at something out of central casting, frankly.
Absolutely. I mean, size, the hands.
The speed. I mean, can flat out run. You put that whole package together, you light up the eyes of an offensive coordinator, don't you?
They run. Peterson. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. They'll get 16 yards there, and that'll be good for an Oakland first down. So the D-line's going to spread out. On first down, Carr. And Cook has it, left side. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. Second down now after the pass completion. Back now in Mexico City. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the fourth quarter. Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. Peterson, he's been busy tonight. Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a third and about 2. They're trying to keep the drive going. This will be play number 8. It's 3rd and 2. They're going to hurry back to the line now. They'll run it. Here's Peterson. And he will have the first down across the 20 to the 19-yard line. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains.
I don't know about you, but that almost felt like old-time football there. 3rd and 2 is not necessarily just a running down anymore. A lot of times they want to throw the ball. They went back to the roots and powered forward and got the first down.
Into the red zone, it's Carr. Finds Roberts left side. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. It's a good gain of 11, sets him up 1st and goal. Long drive, the defense just cannot seem to catch a break and get off the field. Throwing now is Carr. And that is incomplete here. He was trying to get it to AP out of the backfield. That'll bring up 2nd down.
I had a coach tell me a long time ago that running a screen pass is similar to acting 101 for your offense, because you got to show something different and create extra space for linemen to chase the quarterback in order to create extra room for the receiver to catch the football and maneuver upfield. In this case, though, give a lot of credit to the defense. They communicated well. You could hear them talking to each other on the field, and they reacted and knocked it away.
Back to the ground, Peterson. And this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11. So he loses 3 yards there. Now 3rd down. Will the defense dial up the pressure? Let's see. 3rd and 11. They'll give it to him right up the gut. And he'll fight his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. Give him a couple on the run as it brings up the 4th down.
Brandon, my evil, reckless brother's on my shoulder screaming, go for it, but I just knocked him off. You can't do that here. Field goal's a chip shot. Take the points. No way you can let this possession end without getting some points.
And the 38-year-old vet able to split the uprights. And in the 4th quarter, this game is tied. I tell you, the life of a kicker. He has not been called on the entire game. He's over there by the net, but they send him out here in the 4th quarter and say, hey, go tie the game, will you? And guess what? He comes through.
I just don't know how they do it. I really don't. These cats are a different breed from you and me. That's a pressure kick, but that one was never in doubt.
This is taken at the 3. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. And now out comes Houston. And last time out, they had to punt the football away. Anything positive possibly to take from that?
There always is when you're punting the football away. It doesn't sound like it because you're giving it up. But you've avoided a mistake.
At least you didn't turn it over.
You didn't turn it over, right? You're giving your defense a chance because you're punting the ball away, and they're set to go on the field as opposed to sudden change after a turnover, and wow, now we got to go out there and stop people. So, yeah, there's always something positive to be gained from it.
Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good 1st down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on 1st down, you're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
Now this time he'll look to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the Raiders are in for 6. Touchdown. So many times tight games decided by one big play. And a lot of times, of course, it's the offense. Here it's the defense coming up huge.
And you know head coaches walk around locker rooms, walk around bench areas saying, guys, somebody make a play. It's a cliche, but it applies here.
And he's got it up and through. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. This is taken at the 3. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. The Texans offense now, they get set to head back on the field here. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Under pressure, they got him again. Xavier Cooper in there to get him for his 2nd sack of the night. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And his throw is incomplete. Jalen Strong, the intended receiver. And it'll bring up 3rd down.
Whenever they're trying to attack a zone defense, you're trying to figure out where your gaps are going to be. And depending on what type of zone they're playing, it could be on the outside, it could be in the middle, it could be in the seams and the edges. In this case, they tried to attack the middle of the field, but this zone defense didn't allow it because they were able to see the ball come off the quarterback's hands, and everyone was able to react to the football and knock it away.
They do get 10 back, but still a ways to go on fourth.
That's certainly playing down in distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath, by all means.
One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on fourth down.
Here we go. 3-19.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And he's got his man in stride, complete. It's an 8-yard pickup, and they're able to pick up the conversion here on fourth down.
We always talk about big-time players make big-time plays in big-time moments. I think that fourth down qualified. That was a heck of a throw.
So this offense really needs to make something happen here late in the fourth with the football.
Detroit! Here we go. Blue landed.
They'll look to throw here on first down. Flush to his right. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And they will take over possession of the football at their 42-yard line. Time is starting to run out, really becoming a factor. We'll see if the defense can get the stop they need to get the ball back to the offense.
Here we go. Wide and yank. Hey, we're going to rally. All right, here we go.
One receiver to the left is Cooper. Now after the INT, it's Carr. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
Looked like they had an opportunity for a big play across the middle, but he didn't have the concentration or the focus necessary and dropped it before he could haul it in.
They come up in an offset eye. Peterson. And he'll take this one up close to about the 45. It's a gain of about 3, but it's going to leave him with third and still 7 yards to go. Time for a break. We're back to see what happens after this. 7 yards remaining here on third down. Throwing his car on third down. Oh, incomplete. Nearly the pick they needed. They would have loved one there, but at least it does get him to fourth down. He's lucky to be getting that one back.
After what they've... done with him all day long with all the targets trying to go after him. He's obviously gotten smart, and his pride has kicked in. Made a terrific play.
He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. Oh, he's going to go ahead and field it from the 3-yard line. A good return there, call it 13 yards. And the Texans take possession. And now out comes Houston. Carry now for Lamar Miller. And he is going to lose yardage here. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. And some changes here as the D-line separates some. They'll look to throw. Caught left side, Hopkins. And they're able to bring him down at the 20. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. And the Raiders call on a nickel set for 3rd down.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the...
a crusher there as it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line. And now Oakland ready to take the field. They have the lead, still a one-possession game, but the defense got the stop. They've got the football now, just salted away, right?
Exactly. That's all the defense is counting on from their offense. They did their job in a big way. You know they're over on the sidelines now starting to take their tape off, and, hey, we've done this thing. The offense has to put it away, and that means ball security.
Absolutely. Stranger things have happened. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves them with a 2nd and 3.
I know that every now and then we get in those meetings with coaches, and you almost want to roll your eyes when they talk about staying on schedule when they're moving the football. But would you say a 7-yard run is ahead of schedule?
4th quarter with the lead, you love that, don't you?
No doubt about it, because staying on schedule is trying to get 4 downs on 1st down. They did that, +3.
A good pickup there, 22.
All right, I've got to be careful here, all right? He's on the plus side of 30. There may be a little gray in the beard, but that's not slowing down his speed as far as he's concerned.
What he's saying, I'm on the plus side of 30.
Well, if you're on the plus side of 30, you don't know what I'm on the plus side of. All I know is that run right there, let us know there's still some life in those legs.
Absolutely, still got a lot of life left in those legs. They run the counter now. It's Peterson. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
The best defensive linemen, they play with great leverage so they can get low and not get bowled over by offensive linemen. They have excellent hands. They can throw people off on a play. We just saw a great example of a really good run stop by a guy playing the defensive tackle position.
They give it to Peterson. And now the Texans want to call another timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. And the line to gain here is the 37 on 3rd down.
All right, here we go. Red 18. Red 18.
Back to throw. Carr. He's going to loft one. Deep left. It's caught at the 10. Well, as always, partner, an extreme pleasure to share a booth with you. I have to say, I am impressed at your discipline because you came here and you said you were not going to eat any of the media buffet. You made it to the end. You didn't consume a single calorie.
I appreciate that. What you missed is me going to the concession stand outside of your eyesight and getting it done that way. Look, I mean, they were serving the good stuff. I had to do it.
Oh, man, but you're svelte, in good shape, but you cheated a little bit. We'll let it slide.
I appreciate that. Always a pleasure to work with you.
So for Oakland, it's an important win in terms of